Clowns. They're supposed to entertain us, make us laugh, but sometimes they can be our worst nightmares. Tonight, we explore 3 true disturbing encounters with clowns that will leave you looking over your shoulder. In 1973, in the small town of Maple Grove, a family's trip to a local carnival would take a dark turn. Jenny, only 8 years old at the time, still remembers the clown who followed her, long after the carnival left town. Jenny wandered off from her family, drawn in by the clown's quiet giggle. In that moment, Jenny was no longer at the carnival. She was somewhere else, somewhere no one could hear her scream.
911, what's your emergency?
Please, it's my daughter. She's gone. She was with a clown. She was with a clown.
What happened next is unclear, but Jenny's parents found her moments later, standing in the same spot where they had lost her, staring into the darkness, her face pale and her hands trembling. The carnival moved on, but Jenny never forgot the clown. For weeks, she refused to sleep with the lights off, terrified he would return. In the age of social media, we let strangers into our lives every day, sometimes without even realizing it. Sarah, a popular influencer, thought she was connecting with her followers, until one of them became a little too obsessed. Sarah had just finished filming a makeup tutorial when she noticed something odd in her live chat. A clown mask, followed by laughing emojis. At first, she thought it was a prank, something harmless, a fan trying to be funny. But it didn't stop there. The next day, Sarah was vlogging at a local park, soaking in the sunlight, when something, or rather, someone, caught her eye. In the distance, barely visible, was a figure dressed as a clown, standing too still in the background. It seemed like a coincidence, at first. But as the days went on, the sightings became more frequent. The clown would appear in her videos, always in the background, always watching. The unease grew. Every time she left her apartment, she felt eyes on her. And then, things escalated. At first, she ignored it. Maybe it was just her mind playing tricks on her, right? But then came another tap, and another. Nervous now, Sarah walked slowly to the window, her heart pounding in her chest. And there, tied to her fire escape, was a single red balloon, swaying gently in the night breeze.
911, what's your emergency? Please, there's this clown. He's been following me for days. I just saw him outside my apartment. There's a balloon tied to my window. Please, you have to send someone.
The police arrived minutes later, but the clown, he was gone. All they found was the balloon and the lingering feeling that someone had been watching. They found Sarah's phone on the floor, still recording. The last moments of her life captured, but distorted, glitching with static and shadows that never should have been there. In the summer of 1988, 3 friends from a small town decided to explore a place that had long been forgotten. A deserted summer camp, hidden deep in the woods. They thought it would be just another night of fun. They couldn't have been more wrong. The camp had been abandoned for years, untouched, overgrown, and whispered about by the locals. Some said strange things had happened there. Others claimed the place was haunted. But for these teenagers, it was just the perfect spot for a late-night dare. As they approached the edge of the camp, the air grew colder, stiller. The laughter faded, and then they saw it. At first, they thought it was a joke. Maybe some other kids had been there before them, left it behind to scare whoever came next. But as they stood there, staring at that clown suit, something shifted. The woods were no longer quiet. They weren't alone. They could feel it. Panic set in. They were no longer just exploring. They were being hunted. The woods seemed to close in on them. Every step they took, every turn they made, led them deeper into the darkness. The laughter never stopped. They thought they could outrun it, but the clown had been waiting for them. And then, nothing. When morning came, the local authorities combed the woods, searching for any trace of the three friends. But all they found were scratched-up trees, a torn clown costume, and an overwhelming sense of dread. The friends were never found. The only clue left behind, a single red balloon tangled in the branches, swaying gently in the morning air.